So earlier this year, I ended a relationship and cut off an engagement from a great man. He was a good man. He loved God. He was a praying man. He loved and adored me. He was there for me. He was handsome. He was well educated. He didn't have any kids. He checked all the boxes. But there was still something missing. And I just knew that I could not go through with this marriage. There was just something that did not connect. I felt that there was should have been a connection between he and I in order for me to be his wife. And so I cut off the engagement. And it was so difficult because he was a good man. It's easy when a person is not good. You can justify why you cut things off, but when a person is truly a good person, it's hard to explain. So I found myself trying to explain it to family and friends, and they were asking me a whole bunch of questions that, I could not say, exactly why, other than the fact that I just did not feel the connection. There was something that was not there that I needed to be there in order for this to be my husband. And so I stopped trying to explain it and I just trusted my decision and I went on. But then I got an epiphany and it was just like, have you ever been shoe shopping and you saw a nice pair of shoes and it's like, ooh, I love the color. I love the style. The heel is the right size and it's a reasonable price. Like it's on sale and it's a good shoe. But then when you approach the shoe, you see that it's a size 6 and you need a size 7. Does it take away from the fact that the shoe is a good shoe? Does it take away from the fact that you're getting a great deal for the quality? Does it take away from the fact that the heel is still the right size? It doesn't matter. All of that still makes the shoe is still good. But if it's not your size, it's not the shoe for you. And so that is what I had to accept. Yes, he was a good man. But what that feeling was is that he was not a great fit for me. It didn't take away from who he was, but it was just confirmation that he was not a good fit for me. And that leads me to say that some of us are trying to force relationships when we know they don't fit. It doesn't mean that the person is not good. It doesn't mean that they are not good-hearted people. It just means that they're not a good fit for you. So free them up. Don't continue to settle for things that you know is going to cause discomfort in the future. Me purchasing a size 6 shoe when I wear a 7 is discomfort. Don't do it.
I seen a lot of people in the comments talking about this woman's bang. And I understand, I ain't seen a bang since the 90s. But besides the bang, let's get into it, shall we? She had a good man. He had all the things that she wanted and everything that she needed, but she just missed that one part. And she just said something was missing. That's what she said, which means that something is something that she needed, I assume. Now, there's a lot of people that would say, girl, you crazy. What's wrong with you? You done fumbled the bag. Girl, I wish I could have me a good man. There's a lot of men out here saying, I wish I could have me a good woman. Look, there are people out there in the world that do not run across great people. I'm for real. I run across great people all the freaking time. Are there bad people out there? Yes. But I've always had great people in my life. For real. So there are people out there that genuinely feel like, you know what? If I just find me a good person, I'ma hold on to them. But you never know until you get there, right? So here's the thing, man. I ain't got no problem with what she did. She freed that man up. Although she went to the engagement, she probably should have called it earlier, but better said now than later. There's a lot of people out here that would shame this woman and say, you know what, she wasted that man's time. She ain't ish. She gonna find out. The only part where she's probably gonna, where she's not gonna be respected is unless she get rid of this man, which she did, and then later on in life, she says there's no good men out there. That we don't wanna hear. We don't wanna hear that part, you know what I'm saying? Because if you got your good person in your life and then later on in life, you have a hard time finding the Mr. Right or a person that treats you good at least, hey man, that was the one that got away. That's what they call it. But I'm not going to fault this woman for choosing her over what she felt what it was. You cannot go based off of what people feel, what people think, because if you go around asking everybody, it's one thing to ask everybody for advice, recommendations, and suggestions, and what should I do this, and people will tell you everything. Everybody gonna have everything to say, but it all boils down to who? You. You have your own program. You know how you want to run it. You know what you dislike. You know what you like. It could be the smallest thing. I seen something online the other day when somebody put up a picture or some type of meme or something, a post saying, "What's the pettiest thing that you would leave somebody over?" And I've seen everything. I've seen things from they don't like animals, they don't like going on vacation. I even seen somebody say they don't like seafood. And I even got in the comments and said, damn, you got a good point there, because I don't even know if I could be around somebody who don't like seafood. What I'm saying is people like what they like. People know what's missing. And to be honest, there's a lot of y'all out there that done had great people in your lives or still got great people in your lives, and you're not going to say nothing. You're going to drag them all through it, make it seem like that they crazy, come with narcissistic behavior and attitudes and traits. And then a lot of y'all, especially the women and chicks, are gonna leave these people and walk away with the bread. The dudes be doing it too, but especially the chicks out here. So at least she did it now. At least she killed that bird early. You know what I mean? I understand that the majority of the world may not get it, but the crazy part about it is there's a lot of people out here that have been through stuff like that. But here's the weird part. The weird part was gonna make her look crazy. When you got somebody who good in your life who just can't do no wrong, even if y'all do go at it and y'all have indifferences, when you explain that to somebody, they're not gonna get it, because to them, in their eyes, that person can't do no wrong. So it's always gonna be your fault. It's always gonna be your fault. So you have to be very careful about who you treat, especially if you got a person in your life who is all the way good. I mean, they come with good tangibles. They can't hardly do no wrong. Even though they have imperfection, the people outside of that relationship, outside of your relationship, they don't see that. They family members, your friends, they don't see that, because that's the image that they put out. But you understand who that person is when you get them one-on-one. You know what's up. Them people don't know what's up. You can ask all you want to. You can say whatever you want to. You know what's up. So that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna trip on this woman's bang. Y'all can go ahead and do whatever y'all do. I'm not gonna take that approach. But this is the real situation that a lot of people go through, and it's better to spare the person than to drag them on up through there. What y'all think? Yes, sir.